Hello. So today I was wondering how many variations I could do with fundamentally one idea. Had to try it, so here we are. The idea is decalcomania, which is in one of the other videos. So paint, paper and a bit of smushing them both together. And this therefore is the third using decalcomania in some way or another. It also involves some kind of printing. So I'm mixing things up today. Love a bit of experimenting, and so here we go. Here we go. So we have paper, paints, brushes, and some experiments I'll show you later. The first time I tried this was with acrylic paints, but I've only got watercolour here, so it doesn't work quite as well, but still has a lovely effect, I think, anyway. So as with the decalcomania, there is going to be some paint smushing, so I'm going to fold this piece of paper in half. There we go. Use whatever size of paper you like and whatever paint colours, of course. Here we go, brush. So I'm going to use very little water so that I can keep as much of the pigment as possible. Let's just do a bit of light, I think. So it's quite strong. A bit like the turmeric, but a lot easier to play with because it comes in a tube. There we go, a tiny bit more pigment. There we go. So we have a yellow side, nice bright light side, and then I'm going to have a dark side as well. There we go. Obviously you could have layers of colour or stripes, or you could draw a picture with the paint, as long as it's kind of still going to be wet enough to make this work. I'm just going to leave it a second. There we go. And now you use your drawing implement. Now I'm using the back of this paintbrush because it's quite rounded. I'm just waiting just a little bit longer. See, this is still a little bit wet. So let's turn it over anyway. I'm just going to do a little drawing. You can use a pencil or a pen, but you have to be able to draw fairly hard into the paper. And nearly there. Okay. Now for the reveal. Da, da, da. If I can actually pick up the paper. So that's what we have. Don't know if you can see that very well. Let's move a little bit more light on the subject. And probably see it better on that side. There's a little bit of a face showing through. When it dries, it does come up a bit better. I have also dabbed it to kind of get some of the excess paint off, and sometimes that shows a little better. So that's my idea for today, kind of. So I'm going to show you some of the other paintings I tried earlier on to see if this worked. So this is one from earlier. So it's all nicely dried off, and you can see the difference. You can see the faces a little bit. As I said, watercolours don't work as well as acrylics. I'm not quite sure why. So if you have acrylics, I would use them as well. But I do like the faintness of this. So that was very similar to what we've just done. This one was a lot watered down. You can't see the face quite as well, but I do like it as well. As you can see, there's a different stripes. There we go. This one, that was only painted on this side, and this is what came up, and it's very faint. I do like the effect. I know everyone won't. I also like the fact that you can't see it on the other side. These work great in a sketchbook. So this was just wet on that side, but a stronger pigment. And this works really well on that side. Ghostly like, I suppose. And for this last one, what I ended up doing was paint on this side and then charcoal on the other. And the effect, I think, is one of my favourites so far. You will see bits of paint on this side, and that's because it was an old bit of paper I was using and I just put the charcoal on. So that is kind of my tile for today. You can use it as a sketchbook, you can use it on an artwork, maybe using a loose piece of paper, and you could also use it as a first layer in a painting or draw on top of it. So enjoy experimenting, and bye for now.